Jai Hind and welcome back to National Security Live, lecture number 11, part 2. In part 1, just few minutes back, we were discussing about critical minerals, rare earth elements, also their processing capabilities and how we need diplomatic power to how we need actually good diplomacy to build the entire value chain, to build the entire supply chain of critical minerals. Now let's move ahead to rare earths. So before moving ahead, I would like to request everyone kindly to switch into 1.5x for your better experience. Also, here is one announcement. If you want to talk with me, if you want to learn together with me, if you want to discuss something with me, we can move forward. There is a link on the description box and you can go and book an appointment with me, and if you like our initial discussions, we can move further, and just for that, please book the appointment with me, and that's all. Thank you. And if you like this avatar of mine, please comment, and I will be continuing with this avatar or similar avatars. Please do comment on that. And I would like to also say that my video in Gyanonymous school, it is raw, it is unfiltered, and it is live. I don't believe in this type of real stuffs. I believe in raw knowledge. I believe in detailed knowledge. So I may be not talking to you with good presentations, with good backgrounds, with any appealing stuff, but I'm sure that I am discussing about something which is very important, which gives you more knowledge. So I may take more time, I feel practically boring, but if you go with my contents, with the contents in the Gyanonymous school, it will be much beneficial for you if you just revisit them, if you listen to them again and again, if you just inquire them, if you, after I say something, if you just Google them, and if you will be able to learn a lot more things. So let's move ahead with part 2 of critical minerals. So rare earths, let's start with rare earths, the strategic battlefield. Let's focus on now rare earths. You hear the term all the time, but why are rare earths so important? Because some rare earth elements are essential for high performance permanent magnets, and these magnets are important in various electric motors, in wind turbines, in aerospace systems like UAVs, rockets, etc., in electronics, robotics, and defense technologies, etc. So this makes rare earths a fascinating national security issue. India has actually significant rare earth resources. India do have significant rare earth resources in terms of its geography. But again, resource is not the same thing as industrial capability. The strategic challenge is from mining to separation to refining to building magnets and components, and later on the manufacturing of the whole product. So India is now, it is trying to move further along the chain, the value chain, the supply chain, the manufacturing chain. India is trying to move from mining to separation to refining, magnets, components, and manufacturing. In 2026, as I have said, the government announced dedicated rare earths corridors in Odisha, in Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, also in Tamil Nadu. It got a funding of, I think, 7,000 crores rare earth permanent magnet manufacturing schemes aimed at creating various integrated capacity with more focus on mining and manufacturing, equal focus on mining as well as manufacturing. That's a major shift. However, the problem is at the processing. Mining would be easy. You will be not that easy. There is like in situ, ex situ mining, and lot more techniques. Maybe in someday we will go into it. Actually, I have done a very much significant project in rare earth supply chain. So in someday we will go in depth into it. but the problem of processing is it's bigger than the mining problem. This may be the most important point of today's entire lecture actually. Having the mineral, it is not enough. Suppose India discovers a massive deposit of any critical mineral, let's say dysprosium. Okay, India got very much of dysprosium. Wonderful. So what? India got dysprosium. Dysprosium is important in permanent magnets. So what? India got it. But what then? Can we economically extract it? Can we separate it? Can we refine it? Can we process it to the required specifications that will be exactly used in the permanent magnets? Can we actually manufacture the components out of it? Can Indian companies actually compete globally in terms of the product and supply chain? And if the answer is actually no, then the minerals that we got, let's say strontium or dysprosium, even though, if let's say this is an example, even though we got the mineral, it may exist in the underground, but still the strategic dependency continues above the ground. Though we may have certain critical minerals under the ground, we have the deposit, let's say we do have the mining capabilities also, but if we do not have processing capabilities, if we don't have the entire value chain, it's just the same as we don't have it. So from mining to refining to processing to manufacturing and later on to recycling, the whole national security for critical minerals, it depends on the every link from mining, refining, processing, manufacturing to recycling. Here recycling also important in national security. Why I am saying recycling, you would be very confused to say that why is recycling so important. Here's the interesting part. When we think about mining, we think about like mountains, big mines, there's extra excavations, there's big cranes or big pullers which are getting the elements out of such hills or such sites. But tomorrow's mineral security, it may not be something sitting in your house. Mineral security tomorrow, it cannot be like this. It can be like you are sitting from in a house in a AC office and you are controlling the mineral security. So your old smartphone, your laptop, your electric vehicle battery, electronic waste, this also contains valuable materials like from your AC, from your old car, from your old smartphone, your old laptop, maybe your old battery. They also contain valuable elements. They also contain valuable critical minerals. So recycling of such products or segregation of minerals from your old car battery, from your old phone, from your old AC or from anything of your old electric or electronic waste is also strategically important. India actually has approved 1500 crore in incentive for critical mineral recycling plan under this national critical mineral mission. It is why, because recycling can actually reduce important dependency. It can reduce dependency on supply risk. It can reduce environmental pressure and potentially strategic vulnerability. So perhaps the mine of future isn't only underground. It may be also inside our waste, like from our old TV, from our old computer, old smartphone, or maybe your old analog phone, maybe your old AC. If we recycle them, we may get more minerals. It may be same as we are extracting from the earth. So the whole mineral maybe also inside our waste. So therefore, as we have discussed the just wait a second. This is not good. Therefore, as we have discussed, the mineral recycling is also come very much of importance. In Northeast India, we do have critical minerals. It has good geography, borders, biodiversity, connectivity, infrastructure, and also national resources. We have neighboring countries like Myanmar and also Bangladesh also, who some regions of who are actually rich in natural resources, in critical minerals. So resource development in Northeast India actually raises a very important national security question. So to balance that, we need to balance resource security with environmental concern. We have to design our resource security from the lens of environmental security, from the lens of community interest, because if mineral extraction creates environmental destruction or social conflict, we may solve one strategic problem while creating the another problem. Therefore, mineral security must also mean sustainable mineral security. This is very important. The sustainable mineral security is very important, and it is particularly important in ecologically sensitive zones like in Northeast India. So the big debate here is not like, suppose India discovers a major critical mineral deposits in an environmentally friendly region, let's say in an environmental in a let's say in a forest of Northeast India, in India actually got a major critical mineral deposit. It is not that. What should come first? The national security, the economic development, even the most important thing is the environmental protection and local community rights. There is no easy answer, and this is where policy becomes very much complicated, because we cannot just say national security means mine everything. We need it and we mine it. No, that would be really irresponsible. We can say that environmental protection means don't mine anything. Just look into the other factor, look into the environmental factor, look into the community factors also. What could simply increase dependence on import? The real challenge is how do we actually secure critical minerals sustainably. So sustainable mining or sustainable refining capability development is also important. So if we go with the future of mineral warfare, imagine a future where countries don't impose military blockades, like in certain sanctions in between China and USA. China actually played the mineral card game. Instead, they imposed export restriction in retaliation to US tariffs. They have gone with processing restriction, even technology restrictions, investment restriction, and restrictions regarding the stockpiling of the minerals. So this is already has become a part of global security in terms of critical mineral supply chain. So I think that's all. If we go with the final questions, as we for today, we have the oil, which is actually analogous to critical mineral of tomorrow. Oil is important where we started, but the technologies of the future, where the electric vehicles will be more important than oil, where there will be more importance of defense systems, satellites, drones, next generation electronics, all of them that will be more important for us. They will require materials, and they will come from countries like Australia, China, Chile, Argentina, Indonesia, Democratic Republic of Congo, maybe from Brazil, Canada, South Africa, even if India leads, yes, from India too, and more other countries. So the critical mineral will be drawn around lithium deposits from cobalt mines, graphite processing plants, nickel refineries, rare earth separation facilities, and then maybe various semiconductor supply chains also. So we need. So in closing, I would like to say that oil actually powered much of 20th century, and the 21st century will be powered by critical minerals. Here is the bigger picture. As in episode 9, in the last episode, in the last and previous episode, in episode 9, we talked about digital sovereignty. Like we asked about who controlled our digital future, but now our AI technologies, which would actually require more and more critical minerals, who will control our electric vehicles and batteries, defense system and advanced minerals. So perhaps the chain from resource to technology to industry, military power to strategic autonomy, it's going to be very important for us. So mineral security is going to be national security in very near future. It has already started. So to build the capacity, we have to explore them, we have to mine them, we have to process them, we have to manufacture with them, we have to recycle them. As I have discussed, recycling also an important point. And we have to secure the whole value chain globally. So in 21st century, the country whichever controls the critical mineral resources and the technology to transform them into strategic capabilities, the refining capabilities, etc. This country or that country will possess a major advantage in global balance of power. So I think that's all. This is National Security Live episode 11. We discussed about critical minerals from new oil, from the oil to the critical minerals of national security. I'm your host. If you find this discussion useful, please like, share and subscribe to Gyanonymous School and tell me more in the comment box. You can tell like, is India actually prepared for coming mineral competition, the mineral whole world competition, whether India is prepared for that? Are we actually heading towards a new era of resource dependency and mineral geopolitics? Or through various policy, through various diplomatic initiatives, India is going to lead on that? Please comment on that. This is National Security Live. We discuss on Gyanonymous School, where knowledge is strength and awareness is security. Jai Hind, Bande Mataram.